The umbrella that could fly. Once upon a time, in the charming little town of Maplebrook, there was a shop called Mrs. Lolly's Curiosity Corner. The shop was tucked between a bakery that smelled of cinnamon buns and a cheerful bookstore where children read stories all afternoon. In this delightful shop, every shelf overflowed with peculiar treasures: glass marbles that shimmered like rainbows, clocks that ticked backward and forward, and most curiously of all, umbrellas of every colour and pattern. But among all these umbrellas, one stood out. It was not the biggest or the brightest. In fact, it looked quite ordinary. Its fabric was a gentle shade of blue, with tiny silvery clouds drifting across it. It had a polished wooden handle, smooth and curved, perfect for little hands to hold. Yet there was something mysterious about this umbrella. It sat in the corner window, and no matter how hard Mrs. Lolly dusted, a whisper of wind always tickled its edge, as if the umbrella longed to be outdoors. The children of Maplebrook often pressed their noses against the glass, admiring the umbrella. But no one ever bought it. Some said it was just too plain. Others thought it was a little too strange. Only one child truly noticed its secret. A curious, kind-hearted girl named Mia. Mia was 7, with a laugh as bright as summer sunshine and a mind full of questions. She visited Mrs. Lolly's shop every Saturday after her piano lesson. She didn't have much money, but she loved to explore and imagine. Sometimes Mrs. Lolly would let her wind up the music boxes or help rearrange the teddy bears. Mia always ended her visits by gazing at the blue umbrella in the window. One rainy afternoon, as thunder rolled above Maplebrook, Mia ducked into the shop. Her own umbrella had turned inside out, and she was soaked from head to toe. Mrs. Lolly greeted her with a warm smile and a mug of cocoa. Mia's eyes drifted to the blue umbrella. "I wonder," Mia said softly, "why is that umbrella always in the window?" Mrs. Lolly winked. "That's the dreamer's umbrella. It's waiting for someone special." Mia smiled, a little embarrassed. "Like who?" "Someone who believes in magic," Mrs. Lolly said, her eyes twinkling. The shop was empty, except for the two of them and the sound of the rain. Mia tiptoed over to the window and picked up the umbrella. It felt lighter than she expected, almost as if it was eager to be carried. She opened it carefully. The moment she did, a gentle breeze swirled around her, and the rain outside seemed to soften. "May I?" Mia asked. "Of course, dear," Mrs. Lolly replied. Mia stepped outside, the blue umbrella above her head. The raindrops danced away, leaving a circle of sunshine just for her. She giggled and skipped down the sidewalk. Suddenly, she felt a tug, soft at first, then stronger. The umbrella pulled upward, lifting her feet off the ground. Mia squealed in delight as she rose above the town. She soared over the bakery, catching the scent of fresh bread, and over the bookstore, where children waved from the windows. The umbrella carried her higher, up above the rooftops, into the grey clouds. She wasn't afraid. She felt safe, cradled by the wind and the sturdy handle in her hand. Through the clouds, Mia saw a world she'd never imagined. She floated past a flock of geese flying in a perfect V. She waved at them, and they honked back in greeting. She drifted over a hidden garden on top of Maplebrook's tallest building, where golden sunflowers nodded their heads. She soared higher still, where the clouds parted to reveal a rainbow arching across the sky. The umbrella seemed to understand exactly where Mia wanted to go. She leaned left, and the umbrella swooped gently, gliding toward the edge of town. Far below, she could see the playground where she and her friends played tag. She spotted her own house, with its red door and the little dog barking in the yard. Mia noticed something then. A little boy standing alone in the rain beside the playground, his backpack soaked and his head bowed. His name was Jamie, and he was new in town. Mia had seen him in school, always sitting quietly, never joining the games. Mia pointed the umbrella toward Jamie. Down, down she drifted, landing softly beside him. Jamie stared wide-eyed. "Hi, Jamie," Mia said, smiling. "Do you want to share my umbrella?" Jamie nodded shyly. Together, they stood beneath the magical canopy. The rain couldn't touch them. "It's like a secret fort," Jamie whispered. Mia grinned. "It's even better. Watch this." With both hands on the handle, Mia whispered, "Let's fly." The umbrella quivered with excitement, and up they went, Jamie gasping in wonder as they rose above the trees. They soared over Maplebrook, Jamie's laughter ringing out for the first time since he'd moved there. They saw gardens, rooftops, and the winding river. Mia showed Jamie the hidden garden, the rainbow, and the geese flying by. For the first time, Jamie felt like he belonged. When they landed, Mia pressed the umbrella into Jamie's hands. "Keep it for a while," she said. "It likes making new friends." Jamie beamed, his eyes shining. "Thank you, Mia." The next day, Jamie brought the umbrella to school. At recess, he shared it with the other children. Together, they imagined flying adventures, swooping over mountains, floating above deserts, discovering hidden castles in the clouds. The umbrella made everyone feel brave, curious, and full of dreams. From that day forward, the dreamer's umbrella became a legend in Maplebrook. Each week, a new child would take it home, and each week, someone would discover a new adventure. Sometimes the umbrella helped a shy child make friends. Other times, it gave courage to someone who felt afraid. It reminded everyone in town, young and old, that magic is real, especially when you share it. Years passed, and the children grew. The umbrella grew a little faded, its clouds a bit paler, but its magic never left. It was always ready to lift another dreamer skyward, to show them the world from above, and to remind them that sometimes the most ordinary things have the most extraordinary stories. And so, in the little town of Maplebrook, whenever the rain began to fall, children would look to the sky, searching for a flash of blue and a drift of silver clouds, hoping to catch a glimpse of the umbrella that could fly. Now, if you ever find yourself in Maplebrook on a rainy afternoon and you see an old blue umbrella in a shop window, you just might be the next dreamer it's waiting for. All you need is a little courage, a kind heart, and a belief in magic. Because sometimes, all it takes for an adventure to begin is to open an umbrella and let your dreams take flight. And that, dear listener, is the story of the umbrella that could fly. But as with all stories, the magic doesn't end here. It lives on in every child who dares to dream, in every shared smile, and in every gentle rain that invites you to look up and imagine what might be waiting above the clouds. So whenever the sky grows grey and the rain begins to fall, remember the story of Mia, Jamie, and the wonderful, whimsical umbrella. Hold your own umbrella a little tighter and wonder, just for a moment, if it might lift you too into a world of adventure. Because in the heart of every child and in every rainy day, there is magic waiting to be discovered. And as long as there are dreamers in the world, the umbrella that could fly will always be ready for its next journey. With you.